On Friday, the German cabinet published the draft legislation on the new citizenship rules. And these have some major changes. You might have already seen some of the articles where they mentioned that you can now get a German passport in just 3 years. Now, this is a part of the truth, but this is not the entire truth. And I'm going to speak about in this video a little bit more what are the entire points which this draft legislation has. The first one is that when this law comes into power, you will be able to get the German nationality in 5 years instead of 8 years. Previously, you could only apply for citizenship when you're living in Germany and you are doing some kind of employment, things like that, for at least 8 years. But now, after this new law, it is going to be 5 years. And what is even more impressive is that if you are doing something in volunteering, things like that, that's what they're stating everywhere on the news. But I've read some further articles where they also mentioned that if you are a qualified person, if you have some kind of higher education, all of these things will also qualify you further for a faster German citizenship, which is just going to be after 3 years. So this is going to be absolutely crazy if this actually goes through, because anyways, the final draft is there and the final thing is going to be voting on it, which will happen this summer. And once we have the new updates on this, it will be very interesting to see what kind of new wave it brings for people who want to live in Germany, want to study in Germany, work in Germany, and so on. The interesting thing is also that this will also allow you to have multiple nationalities. This did not used to be the case with Germany so far. So in case you wanted to take up the German nationality, you have to give up the other nationality. It is not really that simple, because you also have on the other side the other country, which also has to allow you to have dual nationalities. It used to be pretty easy, like at least in the European Union. So if you're born in one European country and you are moving to another European Union country, you are able to have dual nationalities in those kind of specific scenarios. But there are many countries, and if I'm not mistaken, even India, where you are not allowed to have dual nationality anyways. So in those kind of scenarios, you can either take the Indian passport or you can take the other passport, even though the German government says that you can have two passports. If the other government does not allow it, you cannot have two passports. So that's the story, but like it is going to be still beneficial for people whose countries allow dual nationalities. And now, of course, there must be a concern for you that this means almost anybody can come and they can just take the nationality and they don't have to do anything, like they could have some crimes, things like that. There are also more clarification upon that in the new laws. In the new laws, they mention that you essentially have to have no previous activities of anti-Semitism or racism. You shouldn't have any kind of crimes committed previously, and you should be able to support yourself. So you are not on the government benefits, things like that. In those kind of scenarios, you are not able to apply for the citizenship. These are a few more important things that you should keep in mind. And of course, if it goes through, this means that so many more people will be able to apply for the German citizenship as soon as possible. And also this means for people who are from non-EU countries, for them coming to Germany, taking up the citizenship will make it so much easier for you to just travel to any country you want or move to any country you want, because the visa requirement, residency requirement, any requirement whatsoever is always simpler for German nationals than it is for the Indian nationals. If you would also see in the passport rankings, the German passport is ranked much higher than the Indian passport. So it will anyways make a lot more sense to have it if you're into traveling, if you want to live in different kind of places and you don't want to apply for visa every single time. So what do I feel about this? I'm actually really excited about this, because this is just going to make so many more people interested in coming to Germany. And this is a pretty nice country where you can still come, live, and then still decide to go to any other European country, like, super easily if you want to, or just travel around. You can take like weekend flights to different kind of capital cities, things like that. And you just have a nice experience of different kind of cultures just because now you're in Europe. I hope you found this video helpful. If you're coming to Germany, you anyways have to think about learning German. That's why we have made a completely free mini course for you that you can find with the link given in the description. This mini course teaches you in 5 simple steps how you can learn German faster than anybody else. This is completely for free, so go ahead, enroll, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.